Hi everyone, welcome back to the Divine Spiritual Journey. Today I'm going over the second cell salt in our cell salt series. This cell salt is identified as cell salt number 7, and it is the salt of Virgo. This is CellularHealth, or also called potassium sulfate, but CellularHealth for short. And so let's unpack it. Let's see what that means and see why this cell salt benefits us. Now, the sign of Virgo rules the intestines, bowels, the duodenum. The duodenum is the first part of the small intestines, situated between the stomach and the jejunum, excuse me for pronunciation. The jejunum is the second part of the small intestine. And it plays a crucial role in digestion and nutrient absorption. Food assimilation, which is basically absorption of your food, getting the actual nutrients during digestion, and hands. Now, since the cell salt, CellularHealth, is the cell salt of Virgo, it can help nurture these body parts. And since the sun is now in Virgo, you want to be more mindful of these body parts, especially when the moon goes into Virgo. You want to be more mindful. Now, make sure you're eating throughout the season of Virgo, and after that, of course, you want to be making sure you're eating nutritious meals. But I feel like it's particularly important during this season since Virgo rules these body parts. So make sure you're eating your nutritious foods, taking your supplements that support digestion, mucous membranes, and skin. Also, I feel equally important is be mindful of your nervous system. Since Virgo, the planetary ruler is Mercury, and Mercury is one of the things that it rules is your nervous system. So you want to make sure, especially since Virgo is helping us go, get things done, because we like to get things done. Virgos like to get things done. So this can lead to nervous energy and rundown if you're not properly supporting your body, if you're not giving your body the proper nutrients that it needs to continue doing the work that you're asking it to do, right? Now, the brain and the gut are deeply connected. And if you don't know about that connection, feel free to check out my video on the brain-gut axis. I'll link it in the video description and also within the video. So all these things are very important to be mindful of during this season. Potassium sulfate, or CellularHealth, is such a vital cell salt in the body. It's usually known for its role in cellular oxygenation, which supports our respiration, overall energy production at a cellular level. And some other important things, like we said, so it transports oxygen to the cells, ensuring that tissues receive the adequate oxygen for energy transport, energy production, and metabolic processes. Skin health. So if you're noticing your skin is drier than usual, that's sometimes an indicator that you'll need CellularHealth. Could be other things. If you have a question on it, if you use the cell salts, you're welcome to ask or book a consultation with me to go over which you think is best for you and your situation. And I'll link consultation. I'll put the can't talk at the moment. I'll put the consultation link in the video description if you're interested. It is vital, lost my place in my notes. Oh, yes. So it helps the regeneration of skin cells also. It's often used to treat conditions involving the shedding of the outer layer of skin, such as eczema and dandruff. I found that I don't have it's improving, but I found that it certainly helps with dandruff. Please don't judge me. Everyone has their things, right? But certainly CellularHealth did help me with that. So just something to keep in mind. Now, CellularHealth supports the health of mucous membranes in the respiratory system, aiding the expulsion of mucus and reducing congestion. One of the key characteristics I noticed myself when you're producing mucus that's yellower in color, that's usually an indicator that you need CellularHealth. And well, I'll show you guys. These are the supplements that I like to use. They're cell salt tablets from Best Made Natural Products, and I'll also link this in the description. But this is what I use to help supplement when I'm not getting this from my food, or even if I when I'm not eating. I shouldn't say that. You guys make sure you're eating, but life happens. Sometimes we forget, sometimes we get busy. So these come in handy. I use these daily. I use these on a daily. So this particular one is CellularHealth, the cell salt we're going over. But you can also get these cell salts from your food, and this is after it's digested. Now, CellularHealth is derived from the sulfur-containing compounds found in certain foods. After digestion, the body can use these compounds to produce and maintain adequate levels of potassium sulphate. Foods rich in sulfur compounds that contribute to CellularHealth include cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, and kale. I really like Brussels sprouts. Garlic and onions are also higher in sulfur compounds that support the production of CellularHealth. Eggs, I do like eggs, and they're easy when you're on the go. Eggs do contain higher sulfur-rich amino acids that contribute to the formation of potassium sulphate or CellularHealth. Legumes like beans, lentils, and chickpeas are also good sources of sulfur-containing nutrients. And fish and meat contain sulfur-based amino acids that can be converted into CellularHealth during digestion. So certainly during this season, we want to make sure that we're taking in foods such as these. And if we're not taking in foods such as these, we want to make sure we're helping our bodies help me help you. That's what I heard when I said that. But we can't just be on go, go, go all the time. That's a reminder to myself as well. But especially this season, especially Virgo season, you want to make sure that you are fueling yourself so you don't get run down. We don't want to get run down this season. We're going into, well, depending where you are in the world, I'm in Columbia, Maryland, so things are getting colder. The weather is starting to break. So that's usually, people tend to get sick when the weather breaks, but it all is what I believe and feel is a lack of nutrients that we're giving our body. Our body needs certain things to run the way we would like it to run, to stay healthy, to maintain its homeostasis, right? So we want to make sure that we are getting all the nutrients that we need. And CellularHealth is going to be one of those nutrient cell salts that we need, especially in this season. So, and if you're a Virgo placement, you're going to want to make sure that you really nourish yourself this season. Don't run yourself down. I know you're doing a lot. You're working hard, right? Working on your schedule, working on the new things coming out, but don't forget to work on you. Don't forget to feed you. Don't forget to nourish yourself, okay? Don't forget. Yep, so I think that's all that I have to share with you on this cell salt. I think I covered everything. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Feel free to set up a consultation. I do consultations with these cell salts to help advise how to better use them for you and your health and wellness. So I will link that in the video description. And thanks for joining me. I hope to see you next time. Until then, be well.